Live for the hour. I'm doing some mini readings. This I used to do, as you probably know, I was doing this every week for probably a couple of years, and chose towards the end of last year I would do it every other week. Where's that sentence going? I do this, or I started to do this, a few years ago, just getting on Facebook and reading with people who wanted, because if someone asks me for a session, it's half an hour, it's an hour, it's something like that. And, when I would, this is what I wanted to say. When I was learning about spirituality, metaphysics, and consciousness, and energy, and all these things, and readings, and so on, I didn't have like loads of questions. I had maybe one or two, and that was, that's what I had. And so that's why I like to do this. That's why I like to do this, for those one or two questions which can take up a lot of space. Someone asked me the other day when I read, why am I doing this stuff with my arms? And, the depth of that, I don't actually know. I actually don't know. But the best answer I can give is I'm moving energy. I'm moving energy. Every time, let me just get this away. Let's get it off a second. When I'm reading for people and my arms move around like this, I'm moving energy. Every single time someone asks a new question, there's a new set of geometry, a new set of guides and guidance that shows up for that. And I, with my physical body, I attune to that. I calibrate to that. I work with that. And so that's why you would see me work with my breath, with my arms around, because I'm calibrating to be the bridge to the question that was asked, and whatever it is, that which will bring through the response. And so there's me, and there's you, there's that, and that's what I'm working with. Okay. I'm a fan of action over inaction, right? As in, I would sometimes, when I don't know what to do, I choose to do something rather than not do something. So full disclosure, I'm not feeling 100% today. Wasn't feeling very well earlier on, but I did feel I was to do this tonight. I'm saying that because if I feel, getting towards, later in the hour, if I'm feeling just not up to it, I'm going to say, okay? I'm going to say. So I'm on the fence about it. But why I wanted to do it because I said I'd do it, right? But but also because I'm grateful for occasions like this, because it makes me raise up my energy, because I have to do it. All right, enough yakking at you. So yeah, if you have a question, drop it in. Please don't write an essay. Please, I'm somewhat dyslexic. Just your question, and I'll get to it. All right. So that said, let's see what we have. So hello, everyone. Hello, Amber. Hello, Renee. Hello, Melanie. Hello, Anne. And I'm good. All right, got a question for Mary. Any advice to you right now? Anything from my guides for me? All right. Oh. I've got an answer, Mary. I want to get a little more on it. Okay. You're asking for advice. Okay. I might come at this a bit slightly more tangential, Mary. But what I want to say is, if I could grab you, find a time machine, go back a bunch of decades, okay, to you as a younger version of yourself, and where the person you wanted to be, the things you wanted to be doing, and all of that, Now, of course, you now are not the embodiment of that original idea, vision, hopes, wants, and everything. You're something else. In a lot of ways, better. In a lot of ways, stronger. But it's not about good or bad. It's about difference. Okay, so there's this maybe thought form I'm seeing around you of who, again, who and where you want it to be. Now the trouble with that is it denigrates, negates. It doesn't acknowledge all the wonderful things you are, that you do, that you've done, and so on. When our mind is on, gosh, I'm this person. I maybe wanted to be this person, and so on. Maybe not explaining this very well. So a quick aside: you are the strong, solid person that your younger person wanted to grow up to become. Period. And mic drop. Okay. Now, that being said, there's how you feel about life and maybe the fogginess and the confusion and so on. So we can only experience what our self-created, what should we say, confines, boundaries, parameters, that sort of thing. We can only experience what we will let ourselves experience. And so the question is, well, how do you get beyond, and how do you break through that, right? And so your resistance to breaking beyond that is because there's a part of you like that with the world and with people, and I can understand why. And you need it would support you at this particular phase in time of your life, Mary, to become bigger, right? Not bigger in morals and all of that, but energetically expanded. Okay, so I want to just I know I've been yakking a little bit here, but I want to just leave you with the question, Mary, for please you to ponder, journal, have a conversation about whatever it is you like to do. The question is, how much good can you handle? Okay, how much good can you handle? All right, and I should really move on now. Hello, Chiong. Thank you, Joelle. And I will get to you next. Chiong in the future in Singapore. Okay. Reading about work. Shion, this looks really good. Really good. You seem to me here. You seem in control, in command, strong, solid, going in the right direction. Okay, perhaps that was your question. You are, in terms of what I'm seeing here. Sorry for the boring reading, but you're where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing, going where you're supposed to be going. And I don't have much more to say than that, for the best reasons. So I hope. Why am I looking for it? Yeah, there we go. Okay. There you go. And there we are. How soon will your stomach issues heal? Okay, this Anne is looking like it's going to take a while. I want to tell you tomorrow. I want to tell you really, really soon, by the end of the week. That's not what I'm getting. I'm seeing some improvement beyond August, okay, but really for where you want to be, how you want to be feeling, I'm getting next year. I'm getting 2023. I'm feeling to look beyond that. I feel like you're past the worst of it, but the because it's not only the stomach, right? You know, when you have a chronic or acute pain like that, the mind starts to do things like, is it there? Is it what's it like now, and so on, and that's there sometimes even when the pain and discomfort isn't. So it comes from different places. So anyway, I'm seeing it's looking like 2023 for where you want to, how you want to be feeling. Okay. Mandy. Okay, so let's just go step by step here. Mandy, I am getting this year. So you all are listening to me saying this. Why would I be saying that? Why don't I just tell her? So last year, we were getting, because I read for Mandy in these, and I think we had a session as well, and the question came up, and I think July or August we were getting as a window for relationship. It didn't happen, right? And these things will sometimes happen. Okay, so I wanted to, and there's reasons for that and so on, but I want to tread purposefully with this question. Okay, sometimes when we want something to happen so much, we get in its way. You know, it's that's the art of manifestation. So I'm getting this year. I just want to check in if I'm to go any further with this question right now, Mandy. Okay, that is all I'm going to do for this question, Mandy. Impatience can be and take it from me, okay? Impatience can be I'm not going to finish the sentence. You get what I'm saying. Everyone, just give me a second. All right. So on we go. Kelly. Renee, your question is next. I appreciate you asked me just for a couple of cards, Kelly, and I just can't do a couple of cards. I want to show you here's a card. You know, I want to get some color in the picture for some perspective. So I'll show you a couple of cards. How about that? And I do actually want to show you these. So the first card I in fact, no, I'm going to back up a bit. There's two themes I'm getting here. One is how you are with the present time and present moment. I'm also getting something about change. And so the first card I pulled, and I got another card with that, was the Nine of Pentacles here. And I get another nine as well with that. And so I like to look at cards when I pull two cards together. I look at them as like they're the same picture or the same story. Okay, so we got sorry, it's all reversed. Here we are. There we go. We got her in her garden and enjoying what she has, and it's a quieter time. We've also got him, and he's tired. He's all like beaten up. He's still standing, and that's the message of that card, but he's a little tired and beaten up. Two nines. 9 is not a 10. 9 is near. 9 is near completion, very near completion, but it's not completion. Okay, and so with those two, with these two cards, it's I guess what I would put words to is I would say embrace the pause. Okay, embrace the pause. That helps clear the past. It helps enjoy the present. And these two cards, the first one was the Six of Swords here. Oop, there we go, Six of Swords. The other one's the Two of Pentacles. These two cards are both about mild transition, as opposed to cards like in the major arcana, like Judgment, the Tower, even the Fool, about big earth-shaking transition. These aren't like that. The message from these two cards together, if I'm going to read them together, is and I love this message. Of the Six of Swords. Bring the oars in, let someone row for you. And this one here, oh God's sake, dear. This one here is just about going step by step. So the general message for you here, Kelly, is slow. Allow the allowing the present. What does allowing the present mean? Why? It helps you enjoy, and it also helps you unravel some of the frustrations of the past. Now, we if there's one thing I can say for certain about the future, is that it comes, and sometimes we have to be patient with it, and sometimes we have to. I didn't say the word. Sometimes we have to run at it. Oh, nearly said a rude word there. But yours is slow. Yours is slow and steady. I wasn't feeling well earlier on, and I needed a slower day, right? I just did. Okay, let me go on. Renee, see, passing your driving test, getting a car to drive. Yes. Sorry, that took a while. Yes, I do see it. I do see you passing it. Don't think there's much more to say, and wonderful. Okay, Amber. Starting a new job, wonderful. This is going to be a good change for you. I do. Yes, I do. I'm getting what I'm getting mostly here is is money and growth in that respect. Which, if hey, it's a job, isn't it? And that's one of the reasons we do jobs, for recompense, compensation, as it were. And that's really good here. I'm just pausing here because I'm looking at the pages. I've got two page cards here, um, which makes me wonder if you'll be doing additional things or other things, or if there'll be in years to come another job and so on. This job looks like I mean, you've asked me to read, I have to tell you what I see, okay? This job equally looks like a stopping point. I do not think this is the last job you're going to have, right? I'm not saying it's a short-term thing, I'm not saying that. But it feels what, you asked if it's a good change. Yes, absolutely. I also feel like it's the preparation for something else to come in a number of years. So, what did you say? It's a good change for you. Yes, it is. Alexander, for you, I am. Okay. This, Alexander, what I'm going to say, I could talk for so long about this, so I'm going to try and just compact it for you. The shift, yeah, sure. The shift that you're working with in the moment is switching from your activities being about what you do, what they are, what you do, and so on, to why you do it. And that's an important switch to make, because the why will nourishes everything we do, even the varied things even the really very very varied things that we do. It's the why that brings me here right now, even though I wasn't feeling well earlier on. If it was just about what, I wouldn't have done it, and that is the power of why. More than that, the why, connecting to your why, is going to create connections for you. And I mean that in a very broadest sense. Okay. So just something for you to consider, Alexander. You have an incredible head on your shoulders. This switch from what you do, no, sorry, not letting go of what you do, of course not. Different things you do, it's great. It's the balance of, that's it, the balance of what with why, and the why is feminine. Yeah. And also, everyone understands and everyone else can connect with the why. Lisa. Oh, there we go. You meet Mr. Wonderful at Mount Chester. Sorry to disappoint you here, Lisa. I'm getting a no on that. I'm getting Mr. Wonderful's actually a lot closer to home. Okay. And I'm just saying. I know. I know. There's a very enjoyable idea you have going on there. I'm just saying, if I were to meet someone, I'd like to meet them in more the environment I frequent, shall we say, because I know that would be a good blend for me. That would work with my life and so on. If I go somewhere I don't usually go and meet someone there, it's certainly exciting, but it's not my typical environment. I'm a visitor, I'm a guest, I'm a whatever. So Mr. Wonderful for you, I feel is a lot closer, nearer, physically nearer than Mount Shasta. Okay. Susan. I'm smiling, Susan. This is just lovely. This is some of my favorite cards in the deck. I'll show you. Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups in the middle there, and the 10 of Pentacles too. Oh, sorry, nine of Cups. That is. So with something like this, and you're going to think this is maybe a vacuous question I'm going to ask you, but what do you want? Jesus, what do you want? That is a different question to what I asked Mary earlier on. Earlier on, I asked Mary the question, how much can you handle? Here I'm asking you, what do you want? Because there are certain times, and this is certainly not something I can say to everyone. There are certain times when, or windows that are very fertile to us, and it behooves us to make something of that. So I see receptivity around you. I see resources around you. I think you do know what you want, and sometimes we have to plug that in, right? So I've got a computer here, a lamp there, I got a humidifier, all these things in this room, and weird lights I got here. You just about see it, right? If I don't bring the plug and put it in the socket, nothing happens, okay? And sometimes that's all we have to do. We just have to put the socket in the plug in the damn wall, and then something will happen. What is electricity? Where does it come from? Who knows? Okay, it's not about that. It's what I'm saying here is for you to connect in, to plug into, and make happen through that conscious action the things you want to happen. When people say just say yes, that's what they're talking about. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry, Angela. Any messages from your guides? Right. You, Angela, I think you need a day like I've had. Right. So I've had a bit of an imposed pause placed upon me. I wasn't feeling very well earlier on, and I needed to stop. Right. I needed to stop and rest and unwind and watch an episode of The Simpsons and eat far too much watermelon and all these things. You to me here look quite wound up. That's not your no, I don't mean understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying irritable, I'm not saying unpleasant. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying little bound together in you, in yourself. And why is that why is that an issue? Okay, it can make you a little bit impulsive, um, bogged down in things, frustrated by what people have done, and frustrated with yourself for not doing differently, and all these things, and feeling a little bit resigned to it all. Like it's not like there's something you can't, like you don't know what to do about it all. All this stuff and mess and clouds and so on around us. And so that's why I'm saying just stop for a bit. Just stop for a bit. In terms of tomorrow is Wednesday, okay? And I'm sure you have a bunch of things to do, but I'm sure also you can stop for a couple of hours here and there, an hour here and there. Or perhaps you can bring in a slowdown to between now and the weekend, and just have that around you. There's a trillion and one analogies I can give you. Water and sediment settling, dust settling, oil separating from vinegar, all these things. Sometimes you just have to let it be for a bit, okay? Let's So, Liz, if you're still on, you would have heard probably what I just said to Angela. Let's turn that down a bit. I'm going to say something similar for very different reasons. With Angela there, again, just seeing her feeling a little bit constricted and so on. I'm not seeing that for you. I'm not seeing that for you. And I guess another person would say go and meditate. I don't like the word meditate. The concept of it, I do like, but a barrier one has is what's going on in one's mind and thoughts, and the intensity of that when one goes into it. And so, rather than say to you, "Hey, let's go meditate," I'd love to see you go attune, right? Now, we attune to things all the time. It's actually a very natural part of our way. You go for a walk in the sun. I mean, it's freezing cold everywhere right now, but hey, well, you go for a walk in the snow. You attune to that, don't you? You attune to what is snow? Snow is a lot of patterns of energy held for a period of time. Okay, period of time until it warms up, and then off it goes. And snow is very still. I'm just using this as an example. And so you go for a walk in the snow and you attune to the still there. It's a very beautiful thing. We don't usually get still like that. Now, if you went for the walk in the woods, in the warmth and so on, that's a different kind of still. At the end of the day, I'm not seeing big need for action. You can sit and attune, you can be active and attune. The last thing I'm going to say for now, Liz, is a reminder to you, I think, a reminder to us all that sometimes when we don't feel good, and often we don't feel good, the best thing we can do is to serve someone, to do something for someone else. It activates our vitality in a way. Okay, and I'm saying that distinct and separate from the message about attuning. Okay, but it's there as well. It's there as well. It's a good way to snap out of it. Right. Jennifer. Whoops. You told me you'd be pregnant. I am. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 5 months. Can you sense anything about your baby? Okay, I'm getting a lot, so I'll try and be succinct. I'm getting that this is a male, first of all, and he. Fine, I'm just going to go there. He is. You know that's a bright light you have in you, because you do. Smiling, right? Sometimes this isn't rocket science. Anyway, he's coming to clear a lot of pain and so on, and that's what love will do. He will this being will it's going to. I'm not saying it needs support, but will be supportive to the relationship with you and your husband or partner, the father. Okay. This being has his own, of course, karma. You are. It's important that you're to help him ground. You've said 5 months. I'm getting number 5 as well, particularly to age 5. This is a child that's going to need to be held quite a bit. And I could go on and on and on and on. Good thing, right? A wonderful being coming to clear pain, coming to clear trauma, going to need quite a bit of contact, physical contact, body contact, just so you're prepared for that. And don't be afraid to put him on the earth. Now, here in the Midwest, there's chiggers everywhere. So be mindful of that if you're in the Midwest. But a grounding for him, getting him into his body. Don't. This is one of my kids' teachers said this to me. A Waldorf teacher. She said, the kids need to. They need to fall every now and then. They need to, hit the head and so on, because it actually brings them into their body. And that really changed my level of fear with the kids and and when I was young, I knocked my head all the time, and now here I am doing readings for people. Anyway, I'm going to go on. I'm rambling now, but all looks great there. Okay, Larry. Okay, messages in regard to career, opening a business for you. Okay, so it's all about timing for you. I do see a change coming up with it's either your job or career as it is right now. Okay, I do. It's not imminent though. I do also feel a business would be great for you, but not yet. Not yet. Someone asked a question earlier on, and I was talking about impatience. What impatience does when we so desperately want something to happen. I've got that a little bit at the moment with a class that I'm studying, and I'm like, I should be going faster with it because it's all like videos you can watch and so on. You can do it at your own pace. I'm like, I should be doing it faster. But it's like eating food. We can only eat so much food at any one time and ingest it and so on. And my pace is my pace. And so I do see a change in career. Very likely this year. It's not quite time for you to start a business. With just looking at just today how the markets are and the volatility out there, it's almost a relief. It's almost a relief in some respects be not in it, to just let it rise and let it fall and so on. And so please, if you would see, Valerie, the gift of the time that you have right now. Nothing is urgent. Nothing is pressingly required from you, and you can take time and think of the 4 or 5 different things that you're looking at. How's that? Do I really want that? Do I think I want that? Do I want to want that? Okay. And it's wordplay, but with all the opportunities that are presented in front of us, they're not all for us to do. Okay, so it's some discernment there, but mostly timing. Yeah. Okay, Barbara. Gosh, I'm looking at the time that these questions are asked. It was like half an hour ago. I wonder if you're all still on here. But I'm just going to go. I'm going to go in order that I see them anyway. What month? Let's see. Will you buy a home? So, I wanted to check in at just general times of year to begin with, Barbara, and I'm not seeing it until the second half of this year. So really July onwards. For whatever reason, the month of August is not a good time. It's not a good time. So I would actually, for me, I want if I can offer this to you to adjust your question. I know, not adjust your question, but don't not to be buying until midsummer. That's what I want to offer you here. It's not about the month of the year, but rather I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it in the first half of this year. Okay, and for whatever reason, August doesn't look good. I don't know why that would be, but other than August, the last half of this year looks really good for that. Okay, Tracy. Any reason to be concerned about my dad's procedure tomorrow? You know, I'm not going to be all like fairies and unicorns about this, Tracy. I see a reason to be concerned. Okay, I see it going okay. What can you do about this? What can you do about this? You can. I think I even said this once on one of these recordings about rising above it. Okay, so I'm not saying snap out of it. I don't think that. If it were my father, I'd be tremendously concerned too. But to get your energy above the fear, right? Get your energy above the fear. So that's fear. That's your energy. Okay, and at that point, the fear isn't there. You can hold the space for something positive to happen that will actually be positive, because as what's her name, Marianne Williamson says, worrying is like praying for something bad to happen. You're already concerned. You're not the doctor. You're not the surgeon. You're the whatever. You can't help in that way. But you, please, will you do something else with the concern you have? I see it going okay. But you're the variable here. You're the factor here. We want you feeling better. We want you sleeping well tonight, and so on. So get your energy a little higher, please. If you've been on for a while, Tracy, you would have heard me say I wasn't feeling well later on. So I had a choice today. I had a choice. Am I gonna switch my energy up and be able to do this, or am I going to stay in my sweatpants and eat chips all evening, which I still might do. But I'm not trying to rate. I'm not making light of this. I'm saying what we can actually do with conscious will. So your question is, do you have any reason to be concerned about your dad's procedure tomorrow? You have reason to be. Do you have to stay concerned? And I would say no. No, you don't. And it will take conscious will, all right? And you can do it. You can do it. See him happy, see him healthy, see him smiling, see him glowing, okay? Okay, Karen. See dad's knee healing in the next 2 months. almost. You've said 2 months. You've been quite specific there. Okay, so almost in 2 months. Like I'm seeing him standing. Not that he can't stand, but you know what I'm saying. Uh, you know enough about this sort of thing. I can speak in these terms. When we have a physical a malady, concern, pain, insert as appropriate. There's the spiritual side of it, and there's the physical side of it. The physical side of it, because the energy side of it cohesed, right? Became thick, wound around itself, became physical. So I see that side of it complete by 2 months. But the physical side of it, while there is improvement, not quite as you would say healed. And I'm just honoring you've been specific with your question, like completely healed by 2 months, and not quite by 2 months is what I'm getting. Molly. I'm running short on time. Just saying, everyone. I would like to just finish with a prayer with as many bodies as I can. Okay. So if you don't want to do that, jump off now, because I've got time for one, maybe two questions from this point. If you are willing to, I'd appreciate it. I don't know why I'm pausing. I'm very happy with what I'm seeing here, Molly. Question I answered. No. We know ourselves to a degree by the people that we know, through the people that we know. It's actually a very beautiful thing about being alive, being human. And so if there's guidance I want to give you, and it's here in the Midwest, it's about to go 7. Don't know where you are, but it's not late evening anywhere where any of us are. To sit down, pen and paper, just write down maybe 10, 15 people that you know, and the first people you comes to your mind, that will be fine. And with each of those people, and this isn't something that needs to be done today or this week or anything, think about how you can honor them, right? The people that honor you, allow you to feel a certain way, give things to you and so on. How can you honor and reciprocate that? You don't have to do it, okay? But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. When we give to people, we don't have to. That is a beautifully higher frequency. So I'm talking about gestures to people, not necessarily things. A word or two, a text. You're thinking of someone. Appreciation for someone's whatever it is. The word is honor, okay? HONOR. And why am I saying this other than it being cute, right? It affirms your relationships. Your affirmed relationships support your soul's path, okay? I reached out to someone I haven't seen for a couple of months, so I won't see her for probably 6 months. Okay. And it was the right thing to do, period. And I also know that my having done that will reciprocate to me when I see her. Yeah. Oh, all right. So thank you all for staying on. Take a breath with me, please, if you would. If we don't go into reasons for a minute, there is a lot of chaos out there. I know we could say that about life at any point, any time. A lot of chaos out there at the moment, this week. So we take a gentle breath to the chest, to the heart. You might say to yourself, well, it's just me. What can I do? I can't quantify the response, but a few gentle moments of actively choosing peace and presence does a tremendous amount. As we say a prayer for each one of you, we say a prayer for the collective in general. And if we keep this in the realm of what we can believe, if we're asking for peace, we're asking for moments of peace, moments of clarity, in greater regularity. That people remember who they are, even for a moment. We continue taking the gentle breath to the chest, welcoming to you what it is you need, what it is you want. Welcoming to you the attributes, the beingness to support that. Thank you. All right. Well, God bless to you all. I'm going to do a sound healing soon. I was going to do that this week, but I'm not quite seeing it. So maybe next week or something, or whatever. So thank you for staying with me. I wish you all a wonderful evening, wonderful week. God bless, and see you again soon.